And we're underway again. Celtic carrying a one-goal lead. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Celtic clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Celtic are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Roberto Carlos. And here's Lewandowski. Taken back almost at once. Lewandowski! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Lewandowski probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
It's Iniesta! Beckenbauer. Celtic perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played back.
He had nobody else to help.
Haaland! Sticks it away! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Substitution.
Celtic making consecutive changes here. Bayer Leverkusen grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Roberto Carlos. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with...
And Stoichkov! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being bodied.
That's at the end. Celtic proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. and they are clearly so happy to have won it. Iniesta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner
Celtic
will be removed.
leave
Thank
it
you very
late.
much for your
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to
footballing
today's
folk in
match.
this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Nedved.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Now it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, well played, well played. First quarter of an hour gone. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. De Bruyne gets over and intercepts. Nedved with a definite foul there.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, here's a chance! And the keeper read that really well.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Now it's Messi. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Van Nistelrooy, now it's Messi. Nedved, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicked it back promptly. Now who's going to be first to this? And he skips past his man. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That pass has been well intercepted. Great ball if he can get there. De Ligt with the clearance. And it's played forward. And here's Messi. Park Ji-sung. Costa Curta makes the interception. That's a little off target. And here's Messi. Oh, great chance. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's cut it out. De Bruyne. And we've reached half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Celtic have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
Celtic head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out.
Substitution for Iraq. Number 21, Bellingham. Number 10.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 18.
Celtic have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, But I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
17, Fernando Torres.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
Hits one! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Celtic have penetrated for the first time.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
That is good alertness. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's De Bruyne.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has found a way through. Yeah, he's found him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. He'll fancy himself from here. Messi! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Was 71,898.
And that's another good win of the ball. Adams, pressing high and with purpose. Van Nistelrooy, Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, what? Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Adams. Celtic are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Messi looking to run onto it.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Celtic can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
He's in plenty of space here. Look at the space here. Decent hit! And he hits the net. Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
For Iraq, after 89 minutes is number 11.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Sané. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and
Plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. There's the whistle, and here we go. Looks a good ball through. Oh, that's fabulous. He's cut it out. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Stoichkov, foot in. White. Now De Bruyne. White.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Yamal. Brilliantly cut out. De Bruyne! Goal! Milan! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Messi. And here's Bellingham. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Adams. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Backward it goes. And Stoichkov! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
De Bruyne. David Villa. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
David Villa! Bellingham. What a throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. David Villa, he steps in, and that's the end of that. David Villa! And it's in! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Was it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a come.
Chance for the header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Villa is offering a right smile there.
Has been indicated.
Adams cuts it out. White. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look.
Hello attendees, this
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Vinicius Junior.
And the action is back on the way.
Musiala. Number 11. Neymar.
No, that was never going to make it. That's been intercepted. That was what he's gone for goal!
Number 22.
Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Stoichkov. Number 21. Messi.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution
Bellingham.
taking place.
Oh, that's well spotted. Yamal. Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And De Bruyne! And yes, it's there! Two to the good. They have breathing space.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Picked out brilliantly. Odegaard proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Torres.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
White just loves to go forward whenever he can. Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Messi. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Substitution in progress.
Ronaldinho. That pass has been well intercepted. And that is a little undercooked. And the shot! It's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
4
Messi.
added minutes has been indicated.
White. Stoichkov. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
4 extra minutes added on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
And if you do
Well,
have
that's
a
what you
chance
call
today,
a
please
job
take
well
some time
done.
out to
The
give your
hosts
support
didn't
to
make
our
it
better
easy.
stadium
There was a
fund.
fair bit of battling they had to do, but they stuck at it, and they've come through very, very solidly.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a nicely measured pass.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the time...
He gets big! Stoichkov gets flagged offside. Quality ball. Mbappe! It's a goal kick. And he cuts out the supply. Beckham does really well to win the ball there.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Stoichkov goes pelting down that left-hand side. Neymar. Now it's Messi. And the shot's on here. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He can run onto that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, and he's through the middle. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Beckenbauer, the man we've all come to watch. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in. And they're at it again in double quick time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Kimmich. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's neat. He's had a shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Milan were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff. Substitution for Milan. Number 2, Franz Beckenbauer.
There's the start of the second half.
Alessandro Bastoni.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Leveling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Coming on the field, number 3, Adams.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Number 20, Fernando Torres.
David Villa. Messi on 2 now and looking for 3. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, perfectly measured that. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
The ball is bounced loose now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
72,306.
Rodri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Stoichkov. He's got the shot away! And yes, it's there! And that is goal number 20.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Bullet. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pedri. Now then, the ball's come loose.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Stoichkov. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stoichkov is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass.
Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
David Villa. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to belt it away. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Bellingham. Oh, it's Bellingham! Goal! Time minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The goal scorer for Milan after 90
All
minutes.
square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Pedri gets across to him. And that will be it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
One of our fan club members.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Messi. Messi, Kimmich deals with that comfortably. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Pete...
He's got to goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. Barcelona are in front. And that's it. That was always inevitable. So, a breakthrough already. Goretzka. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
White. First quarter of an hour gone. De Bruyne. White. And it's De Bruyne. It's a good ball out wide. Musiala. He's played him through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lima. David Villa. Sané. Goretzka. And it's Kane. He's away! Oh, nicely intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Musiala. That has been slung wide. Beckham. Bellingham. To Beckham. Adams. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kim Min-jae.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And here's Kane. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Messi. David Villa. David Villa is flagged offside. Lima. Now it's Kane. Stood up well to him there. Messi. David Villa.
There will be 1 minute added
Looking
time.
wide. Stoichkov delivers. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 3, Adams. Number
Whistle
22,
goes, and we start the second half.
Coming on the field.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Musiala. Cleared without complication. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, look at that. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to belt it away. Kimmich. Olise.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Goretzka. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Opts to play it back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's under a lot of pressure there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Olise in with the challenge. And it's Messi. David Villa touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Olise. Just 5 minutes left. Musiala.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Kane. And that will be the final act. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Stoichkov picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Such scenes here. I see Neymar! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
I thought he did so well to exploit the space that was afforded to him then. Deserved more.
Akliouche chasing after it. Akliouche. Zakaria. And here's Embolo. Embolo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. It's Bellingham. Spread it left. And here's De Bruyne. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Caio Henrique. Minamino. Opts for safety. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Can he spark a counter here? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Neymar. And it's Messi. And that was very necessary. He can run onto the... Has a go! And one more try! That's another chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Can he latch on to this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Caio Henrique. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's a Bolo. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute
Now
at
it's
a time.
Messi. No, he's not getting any further than that. And we hit half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair,
Please take
0-0
this
at the break.
to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia
Still
from
waiting for this
today's
to
match
take
are now
off.
available.
It's goalless at half-time. And the action is back underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. White. That has been knocked clear. Beckham. White is always looking to play quality balls. Zakaria. Minamino. Decent progress down the left. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. Minamino. Bayer can claim that. White. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's in a good position here. Akliouche! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
The attendance for this match
Well into
was
the second half, and still there's nothing
70,987.
between them. And here's Neymar. Messi. De Bruyne. And here's De Bruyne. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Single. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Adams calmly anticipates. Messi. There will be a throw-in. And that's another throw.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Foot in. Messi. And Messi! Goal! Barcelona! And that could well be the winner.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Time for a change in
After
personnel.
82
Musiala
minutes
coming on here.
number
A change that
9,
was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think it's time for fresh legs. Looks like a popular decision, as they're going all out for this now.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Olise.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There will be 3
Olise!
minutes at a time.
He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Caio Enrique with the clearance. Zakaria. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And now, I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Bellingham, Stoichkov, and no, he's seen through all of that. Stoichkov! Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, in Andrea Bellotti, Peter, you see many qualities that make him a top player. He's a real workhorse. He shows very good leadership too, and often making sure he's available to his teammates by dropping back and helping out. And I just love the...
Oh, and he's following up! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Costa Curta is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Benfica are looking to go forward now. Bruma. And he's on a charge. Now it's Bellotti. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Firmino. That has been cut short. Bruma, he is through here. Still goalless. No, that's been intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Firmino. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's well spotted. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Great run on the overlap here. Messi. It's Bellingham. Adams. And the first half is done. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Memorabilia from today's match is
We'll do
now
it back on the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Substitution in progress.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And we are back underway.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Bruma, great defending, strong and determined. Shifted it to the flank. Shot could be on. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Benfica finding their passes. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
That pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Otamendi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Otamendi. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
He's got away. Belotti. Bruma.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here, there's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Musiala. And that's been intercepted. Belotti. No, he's not getting past him there. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruma.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that's it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And De Bruyne! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And he's forced to go back. Mondi. And he's gone looking for safety. David Villa. Baka. Now it's David. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Gomez. Still goalless at the moment. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the shot! And another try! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Now Neymar. De Bruyne. Aim forwards. Lovely feet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's on his way! And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Andre. He's beaten the last man. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Either side giving way, it has been tight. Neymar. White. He's found the way through. De Bruyne. Messi.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Neymar. He's got away. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And we hit half-time, but it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0.
For our charity fund, Chance in Football.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, David Villa.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Andre. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Torres. He's had a shot! Yes!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
The attendance
Meunier.
for this match was 70,987.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Driving forward. Now it's David. Oh, he's done it! Spectacular save!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Coming on the field is number 42, Musiala.
A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Lille grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Bruyne. Fernando Torres.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Who saw this coming? Barcelona are hurt by just about the final punch. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Neymar. Number 22,
Mandy spots it
De Bruyne.
and intercepts.
Coming on the field, number 15, Van Nistelrooy.
Costa Curta.
Number 11, Robert
Neatly
Lewandowski.
clipped into space.
you wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23, Beckham. Coming on to replace him is number 21.
And it's Fernando Torres. No, that's been intercepted.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Works it forward. The pass has gone astray. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. Musiala! And he's really put himself on the line here. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Andre.
Baka really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Lewandowski. Musiala. Out to the left it goes. That's it for the first period of extra time.
It is now time for our special lottery.
Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Andre. Musiala. Van Nistelrooy. Lewandowski. Messi. And Torres! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And he's intervened well there. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. So this one to set the tone. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
David is the next to run the gauntlet. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy is the man who's second in line. Oh, what a save!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Gomez is the second man to step up for his team. And he puts it away.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Barcelona from one behind. Coolly into the bottom corner.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
The third man in the queue. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Roberto Carlos is fourth up.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Meunier comes up, their fourth taker.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Musiala comes forward for the fifth of five. Oh, the keeper could have stood still and stopped it.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. He must, but can he? What poise! What noise! 3 each. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And there it is, the decisive kick. Barcelona bow out, defeat sealing. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mbappe, he is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's shifting through the gears here. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe! And that is wildly off target.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Messi. Gullit. Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. He has found the way through. Great hit! They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Musiala, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Gullit. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
There's the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Upamecano. And he was quick to react. Beckham. Now it's Bellingham. Spread out to the left. Musiala! Musiala! Oh, that was no routine save.
Musiala is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. It's Lewandowski! No. Speculative strike. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, smashing header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's Roberto Baggio. Real chance! And it's come back out to him. They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Lewandowski! It's in! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And the action is back underway.
Number 11.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe! Well, the ball's come loose here. That has been knocked clear. Chance here to counter. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Upamecano deals with that comfortably. And the finish! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And yes, it's him again.
The attendance.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Mbappe. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. White is always looking to play quality balls. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Conte. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's got away. Chance! And he hits the net. And they're back in front.
The goal scored.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Number 11.
Madrid go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi. Oh, shooting chance! So close to drawing level.
Messi nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
So, third corner of the game. Got nowhere to hide after that one.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And Owen! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? In he goes again! He's scored! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
After 82
Well,
minutes,
was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he...
It's loose, and there's now the finish! Kante gets it clear.
That's going in strongly.
And it's Ronaldinho. Pullet. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Mbappe. Costa Curta. Well seen, saw that coming.
6
Ronaldinho.
has been indicated.
No way through. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Beck. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim.